Really?
Hello. Today I will be discussing stem cell research and my stances pro-stem cell research for this speech. Due to stem cell research, many of the diseases that have affected our society in a negative way will eventually find ways to be dealt with. The various research methods will hopefully alleviate some of these diseases, if not minimize the amount of pain they cause or time that it takes to heal from them. It can also help with severely injured patients or victims of accidents or just people born with some type of deformity. It can alter the cells in which that are used to make the skin change or alter. Thanks to stem cell research, the impossible is now becoming possible. One of these days, who knows, it could lead to the cure for cancer. Most of us probably know somebody that stem cell research could help or change their outcome. I'm sure most of us have family members or know someone that's been a victim of a car accident or even a cancer survivor. These steps with stem cell research could lead them to live a better life or completely become cancer-free with enough research. The only misconceptions with stem cell research are the morality issues, which can be stumbling blocks, but later I'll discuss how morality is no longer an issue. While I'm not an expert on stem cell research, I have an opinion, and since this is a persuasive speech, I'm going to try to persuade you on my point of view. The more you gain, the more understanding you get of stem cells, the better understanding, or the better you will understand. I will try to cover three main topics with this: what is stem cell research, what are the benefits, and what the morality issues are or are no longer. The best way to go into this is with a positive attitude, and by having an understanding, you will open your eyes to the advancements of stem cell research and what exactly they're doing for our society and our patients in hospitals and labs. So what is a stem cell? Stem cells, according to Mayo Clinic, are master cells of the body, cells from which all other cells with specialized functions are created. Under the right conditions for these cells in the body or laboratory, they divide to form more cells called daughter cells. These daughters either become new cells through self-renewal or become specialized cells, differentiation, with a more specific function such as blood cells, brain cells, heart, muscle, or bone. Stem cells are unique. No other cell in the body has the ability to self-renew or differentiate. That is also from Mayo Clinic. There are three different types of stem cells according to Crow, which is the author of the biology book that I have here showing the picture of what a stem cell is. The three types are embryonic, adult, and induced pluripotent stem cells. What exactly is an embryonic stem cell? Well, as you guessed, it comes from an embryo. There's only one type, and that's the embryonic cell. This is where most of the moral issues come into play because they're taking it from a fetus. Adult stem cells are more developed because they are adults who have grown. There are many types. Muscle, blood, and nervous stem cells are among them. And finally, the third type are induced pluripotent stem cells, or iPSCs. These are the newest, recently discovered as of 2007, and according to Stem Cell Information, these are adult cells that have been genetically reprogrammed to an embryonic stem cell-like state by being forced to express genes and factors important for maintaining the defining properties of embryonic stem cells. With a clearer picture, you start to see the benefits and the potential that is unlocked by stem cell research. With these developments, the future of medical fields and scientific fields are experiencing many breakthroughs. The main goal of the stem cells to benefit is the complex events in development. They are attempting to try to target diseases and where they start out at, and hopefully eliminate them by catching them earlier, at the very least limiting the impact that they have. through this research, they hope to figure out how these arise and take new strategies to counteract the diseases. Another benefit is testing meds on these stem cells before they actually give them to patients. By doing this, it's obviously safer and nobody gets harmed except for the cells, which, depending on how you view, are living or not living. In my case, they're not living. And these cells are used from the iPSCs that I talked about. And also another benefit is no longer needing testing on lab animals such as rats and other animals. No, the most important benefit are the cell-based therapies. These are for transplants such as tissue or organs. There's a low supply, so by harvesting, for the lack of a better term, organs and tissue, we're able to create a surplus. And stem cells directed to differentiate into specific cells offer the possibility of a renewable source of replacement cells and tissue to treat diseases, including Alzheimer's, spinal cord injuries, stroke, burns, heart disease, diabetes, osteoarthritis, and rheumatoid arthritis, according to stem cell research. With all these bright spots, it's hard to see any flaws that would cause people more issues, but just hearing it will generally create or cause people to have moral issues with it, just because they assume that stem cell research automatically means embryonic stem cells. But thanks to the iPSCs, there's no worries about the moral issues. The moral issues are brought about by segments of society that disagree with the morality of stem cell research because it uses public money to support certain types of research. That's from Stem Cell Information. Thanks to iPSC, there is no longer the moral issue since they are grown in labs and not taken from babies or adult cells. Without this research, abortions could pretty much be wasted and no longer have an impact. Also, the excess fetuses created by in vitro fertilization would also not be going to waste. They could be used to research and possibly cure some of the common diseases. And if the parent gives the consent for their fetus or embryo to undergo the stem cell research, why should it matter to you? Because, after all, if it can save a life, wouldn't you want it to do? So now that you're enlightened and have a better understanding, hopefully I led you in the right direction, and if not, at least hopefully you've learned something from this. But now that you know there is really no fear with this, the greatest issue with this was morality, but iPSCs are no longer an issue. Some of the greatest illnesses could be weakened or completely eliminated thanks to stem cell research. Cancer meet its match with the right potential and right studying, it very well could be. They've shown rapid improvements in cancer research and reconstruction of skin cells. Even if you still have doubt, there's no need to worry. Stem cells are on the forefront of both medical and scientific research. The potential will open many doors. I feel that stem cells are the future of medicine and science, and hopefully one day they will eliminate all of our biggest concerns scientifically and medically. Thank you for your time.